He listened for the hour. The heavy bell went on from 6 to 7, and from 7 to 8, and regularly up to 12, then stopped. It was past 2 when he went to bed.
"Why, it isn't possible," said Scrooge, "that I could have slept through a whole day and far into another night. It isn't possible that anything has happened to the sun, and that this is 12 at noon."
Marley's ghost bothered him exceedingly. Was it a dream or not? 1/4 past. 1/2 past. 1/4 to it. The hour itself, and nothing else. Light flashed up in the room upon the instant, and the curtains of his bed were drawn. It was a strange figure, like a child, yet not so like a child as like an old man, viewed through some supernatural medium, which gave him the appearance of having receded from the view and being diminished to a child's proportions. It held a branch of fresh green holly in its hand, and, in singular contradiction of that wintry emblem, had its dress trimmed with summer flowers. "Are you the spirit, sir, whose coming was foretold to me?"
I am.
"Who and what are you?"
I am the ghost of Christmas past. Your past.
"What business brought you here?"
Your welfare.
It held out its strong hand as it spoke.
Rise and walk with me.
It would have been in vain for Scrooge to plead that the weather and the hour were not adapted to pedestrian purposes. He rose, but finding that the spirit made towards the window, clasped its robe in supplication. "I am mortal, and liable to fall."
Bear but a touch of my hand there, and you shall be upheld in more than this.
As the words were spoken, they passed through the wall and stood upon an open country road with fields on either hand. The city had entirely vanished. Not a vestige of it was to be seen. The darkness and the mist had vanished with it, for it was a clear, cold winter day, with snow upon the ground. "Good heaven! I was a boy here!" The spirit gazed upon him mildly. Its gentle touch, though it had been light and instantaneous, appeared still present to the old man's sense of feeling. He was conscious of 1,000 odours floating in the air, each one connected with 1,000 thoughts and hopes and joys and cares long, long forgotten.
Your lip is trembling. And what is that upon your cheek?
"A pimple?" They walked along the road, Scrooge recognising every gate and post and tree and winding river.
These are but shadows of things that have been. They have no consciousness of us.
The jocund travellers came on, and as they came, Scrooge knew and named them, every one. Why was he rejoiced beyond all bounds to see them? Why did his cold eye glisten and his heart leap up as they went past? Why was he filled with gladness when he heard them give each other Merry Christmas? What was Merry Christmas to Scrooge? Out upon Merry Christmas! What good had it ever done him? A school, not quite deserted, a solitary child, neglected by his friends. Poor boy. Scrooge looked at the ghost, and with a mournful shaking of his head, glanced anxiously towards the door. It opened, and a little girl, much younger than the boy, came darting out and wrapped her arms around his neck.
Dear brother, I've come to bring you home. Home, little fam?
Always a delicate creature, whom a breath might have withered, but she had a large heart.
So she had. You're right, I will not gainsay it, spirit. God forbid.
She died a woman, and had, as I think, children.
One child.
Your nephew.
Although they had but that moment left the school behind them, they were now in the busy thoroughfares of a city. The ghost stopped at a certain warehouse door.
Do you know it?
Know it? I was apprenticed here. Why, it's old Fezziwig! Bless his heart, it's Fezziwig alive again! You! Ho there! Ebenezer! Dick Wilkins, to be sure! Bless me, yes, there he is!
He was very much attached to me, was Dick. Poor Dick.
Yo ho, my boys! No more work tonight! Christmas Eve, Dick! Christmas, Ebenezer! Let's have those shutters up faster than you can say Jack Robinson!
The warehouse was as snug and warm and dry and bright a ballroom as you would desire to see upon a winter's night. In came a fiddler with a music book. In came the 3 Miss Fezziwigs, beaming and lovable. In came the 6 young followers, whose hearts they broke. In came all the young men and women employed in the business. In came the housemaid with her cousin the baker. In came the cook with her brother's particular friend, the milkman.
A small matter to make these silly folks so full of gratitude. He has spent but a few pounds of your mortal money, 3 or 4 perhaps. Is that so much that he deserves this praise? My time grows short.
This was not addressed to Scrooge, or to anyone whom he could see, but it produced an immediate effect. Scrooge saw himself. He was older now, a man in the prime of his life. He was not alone, but sat by the side of a fair young girl in a mourning dress.
You fear the world too much. All your other hopes have merged into the hope of being beyond the chance of its sordid reproach.
Even if I have grown so much wiser, what then? I am not changed towards you.
Our contract is an old one. It was made when we were both poor and content to be so. You are changed. When it was made, you were another man. May you be happy in the life you have chosen.
She left him, and they parted.
Spirit, show me no more. Remove me. I cannot bear it.
He turned upon the ghost. There were fragments of all the faces it had shown him.
Leave me. Take me back. Haunt me no longer.
Scrooge observed that its light was burning high and bright, and dimly connecting that with its influence over him, he seized the extinguisher cap, and by a sudden action pressed it down on its head. The spirit dropped beneath it, so that the extinguisher covered its whole form. But though Scrooge pressed it down with all his force, he could not hide the light, which streamed from under it in an unbroken flood upon the ground. He was conscious of being exhausted and overcome by an irresistible drowsiness, and further of being in his own bedroom. He gave the cap a parting squeeze, in which his hand relaxed, and had barely time to reel to bed before he sank into a heavy sleep. The clock proclaimed the hour. A light! This ghostly light might be in the adjoining room, from whence, on further tracing it, it seemed to shine. He got up softly, and shuffled in his slippers to the door. The moment Scrooge's hand was on the lock, a strange voice called him by name.
Come in and know me better, man.
It's Christmas Day and I'm wide awake. I'm gonna have a little drink and a piece of cake. I'm gonna kiss my girl under the mistletoe. I'm gonna unwrap presents in the falling snow. It's Christmas time. I can hardly wait. It's Christmas time. It's time to celebrate. It's Christmas time. Come on, let's jump and prance. It's Christmas time. Come on, sugar, let's dance. Like it's Christmas time. Like it's Christmas time.
Come in and know me better, man.